What's up? Welcome to today's live stream. I'm William. It's October 14th. It's been a while. I ended up getting some new equipment and had to set it all up. Had to tear down some old stuff, reorganize things, and then try to dial in the new stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but my shot is slightly different. It should be a little bit wider. Move my camera back a little bit because I was able to get new lights and move my lights back, which is kind of nice. Anyways, I'm gonna be working on the Slack bot today. It's been a while. I decided to go back and just read the error message, and as I was reading the error message, I was like, let me go back and look to see if that shortcut was right. Turns out I was posting to the wrong link. Yeah, so my last debug session turned out to be a complete waste of time because I was not even looking in the right place. But that's fine. We'll make some progress today. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm assuming my audio. Actually, I forgot. I need to make sure that the stream is actually live. I actually don't know if I'm live. It looks like I may be having internet issues. Hopefully I am live. Okay. I am connected to my camera's Wi-Fi right now. I need to connect to the right Wi-Fi. There we are. All right, look at that. I am live. Perfect. All right, cool. Now that I know that I'm live, I can go ahead and share my screen. And you should see nothing. That's because there's absolutely nothing on my screen right now. But we'll get started. Actually, I lied. There's this. Let me go ahead and close this, or create a new note for today's devlog. It's the 10th. 14th. All right. And then notes. All right. So today's task is to get to a point where I'm able to kick off I don't know. I'm gonna call it a YouTube request. I don't have a good name for these things yet. But I need to be able to kick off a particular set of functionality from Apple shortcuts or from a machine that hasn't authenticated with the server. It sounds weird. It's easier than it sounds. All right, so task is to allow Kronos, which is my computer, to send requests to YouTube broadcast. I don't know. I'm gonna call it YouTube endpoint because I don't have a good name for it at the moment. So I want to allow Kronos to send requests to the YouTube endpoint. I'm spelling things correctly. The YouTube endpoint using the token, the generated token. All right, cool. That's it for now. There might be other things that I decide to do, but this I think is a fairly good amount of work because I still don't know what's causing the issues. All right, let's go and look at the issue directly. Let's see what this is all about. So we'll open up. What's the name of this tool? Shortcuts. I'm tripping. Apple shortcuts. All right, so I've already updated this to use the correct link. Yo, what's up, Aries? I'm doing all right. Just getting back into the stream. It's been a few days or a week, or I don't know. It's been a while. How about that? It's been too long, so figured I'd jump back into the stream. I forgot to put on these sound effects. Let me use one of these sound effects. What's a good one to use? I don't have a good one. I don't know. I have the draw fart. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to this. So anyways, I've updated this to use the correct link or URL. This was the wrong one last time. So let's run this and see what happens. Oh wait, I forgot you have to use the play button. Okay, if you have been keeping up, you'll know that last time I got a different error. The error last time was this token was invalid, like the JWT wasn't created on that server. And that was correct. The JWT, in fact, was not created on that particular server. But nonetheless, now I'm getting a different error where it's saying invalid input, syntax type, object. So this is a hint to me that what's likely going on here is the either the response that I return back to the user, or to myself at this point, it includes a object that can't be deserialized or isn't being deserialized, so it's just being converted to object. I want to actually see this error. That's number one. Number two is this is likely Supabase. The only thing that I'm using UUIDs for is IDs in my database. So that's my first hunch is that it's probably something that I'm doing on the database side. So let's do a little bit more investigation to see what's going on. All right, so this request is going to Vercel, so I should be able to go and look at the log. So let's go and look at the log in Vercel. Do you know the streamer Lana Lux? No, I do not. I do not. Okay, all right, cool. So here is the thing, Majig. I'm logged in. This isn't what I want to see though. I actually want to see something else, but I guess I'm gonna have to go and search for the things that I want to see. Go to logs and the 11:18. What time? Yeah. All right. So yeah, cool. Here we are. All right, so we see that error here. It's a 500 error. And I think I don't return anything for 500. I'll just say 500. But even if I did, I wouldn't be able to see it here. So now that I know that this is a 500, the next thing that I want to do is go over to Supabase. Let me bring Supabase over here. So I want to come over to Supabase because, if this is a 500 error, chances are, and this is just a chance, that it's hitting the database. So best way to figure that out is to go to the logs, go to the edge network, and see if there's anything that looks interesting here. There is not. And why I say there is not is because I'm looking for something that happened at around 18. That's when this over here happened, was around 18. So let's do this one more time just to see what's going to happen. Let's run the thing. Let me get rid of that. All right, we'll refresh. See if we get any new requests, and we do. All right, perfect. All right, so I see here that there is a request being made to this REST v1 Google API tokens with a 400 BAT request. So something that I'm doing is wrong here. And when I say wrong, I mean maybe some data that I'm getting back is undefined or doesn't exist. And I'm trying to pass it into their server-side SDK that's going to make the request on my behalf. But because the data that I'm passing in could be undefined or null, that could be something where it's like it tries to access a property on an undefined or null object, and we get issues. Of course, I don't actually know what the real issue is. I'm just making stuff up at the moment. So this looks to be coming from Kong itself. So it's wrapping whatever is happening on the Google side. So I won't actually be able to see the Google error as far as I know, maybe. But I do have a hint here. Here it is. Here's my hint. So the search where this says profile ID equal this right here says object. This should probably be the thing that I want it to be equal to. So let's go to the code, I guess, hopefully. Is this the project? Yes, oh, thank God. Okay. And we're in the right file. That's cool. All right. Yeah. I don't do games. They're like almost at all. There is one game that I do like playing, but I don't like watching other people play. It's weird. It's not weird to me. That game is City Skylines. So I have the Mac version, and I've already pre-ordered the version 2 of it, City Skylines 2. Well, when I say I have the Mac version, I really mean I have the Steam version, which is technically, either it's the underlying platform Windows or Mac OS, but with Steam, if it is available for Mac OS, you can download that one. So I have it installed for both Mac OS and Windows on this machine, and don't ask why. All right, anyway, let's look to see where I may be doing something for an object. I don't know what he was saying. Let's go back to the search path. So I'll search here. Here we are, where it says profile ID equals. So there must be a query here where I'm looking for profile ID. So let's just look for profile ID. Here, profile ID. There are 2 of them. This one's going to the API, the Google API tokens. Let's see if this, and this is going to Google API tokens. Okay, so there are 2, well, technically there are 3 requests going to that. Okay. All right, so if we look a little bit closer at this request, this may tell us what's trying to happen here. Maybe there will be a response. Yeah, there is. No, there isn't. And that may be on me, because here when I do log out stuff, this isn't in a try catch at all. This part, none of this. Maybe I should do that so I can get the error if there is one. Yeah, this is giving me a status code 400. This gives me a 500, so I know that this isn't it. Okay, so I think that my issue is likely here, most likely. Oh wait, well, this isn't a try catch, but I should probably rework this. Yeah, maybe I should rework this. I've already pulled out some things, which is nice, fortunately. But there are other things that maybe I should pull out. Yeah, okay. Pull out some of this stuff. Maybe this is being caught by this catch right here. Although the fact that I'm getting an internal server, I'm sorry, not internal, the fact that I'm getting a 400. Oh, wait, the 400's not coming from me. That's the issue. I think I'm returning whatever this is returning here. It would be dope if I could see these logs though. Like they're just like, yeah, here you go. Here are these log messages. Yo, what's up, Mono NZ? How are you? I wonder if user ID is a thing. Ah, user ID. That's what it is. I forgot that I changed this type. It's no longer a user ID, technically. It's a login. My gosh. I forgot I did that last time. All right, so now that I know that this is a login, from the login, I want to grab the user ID. Look at that. User ID. Oh, and here too, I guess. All right, and then this is going to be the user ID as well. So, okay, I updated it in some places, but not in all the places where I needed it. God damn it. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Where are you? Wait, where are you at? Are you in New Zealand? I'm assuming because it says Mono NZ. The YouTube API stuff, well, I thought I was running into an issue, but it was user error. The YouTube stuff is okay. I still don't have WebSockets, which I would love, like an event where they just send me an event when someone logs in, but I have worked around it. I'm using Apple shortcuts, this thing right here. Here, I've created, right now it's not full, but it at least makes the request to my endpoint. And the reason why I decided to use shortcuts is the recorder that I use, the software, integrates with shortcuts. So it has 4 events. Let me see if I can. You won't be able to see these, I don't think. Yeah, it won't show you. Yeah, you just can't see the window, unfortunately. But it has 5 events. There is when Ecamm Live opens, when it starts, when broadcast starts, when the broadcast finishes, when Ecamm quits, as well as whenever a super chat arrives. And I imagine they'll have more in the future, but for now I'm hooking into the whenever I start a broadcast. Right now I have this wait for 1 second. That's because I'm debugging, but eventually it'll wait for 5 minutes, 300 seconds, I think, and then run this request, which will then do the things, which should work once I, push these changes up. All right, so it's going to take a few minutes before I can confirm if this change, in fact, does what I needed to do. Let's see here. I'm about to give up for now. 3 nights on it. I hate this so much, living in Australia, man, at the moment, but from New Zealand. I've been trying to have my YouTube go live integration for a project. What do you mean go live integration for a project? Wait, for a project I've got going on, but the YT API seems very painful. What do you mean by like a go live integration? Help me understand, because maybe you can just, like, I think one of my strengths, like I went through this and actually did it. You just copy that, but yeah, it is painful. Are you using the Node JavaScript one or using the Go one? I thought about switching to the Go one. I was just like, maybe the types at least will freaking work. I don't think the JavaScript version ships with types, which, that can make life a little bit more challenging than it needs to be, I think. All right, let me open up the GitHub project. What is the name? Oh, YouTube Slack. Wow. Just realized that my keys aren't showing up for you all. All right, yeah, it's all right, cool. We're good. So let's do a few things first. Let's come over to all of these and just clear them all out. All right, and then we'll open up shortcuts and run this. Look at that. Look at it. Wait, but then where's my message stuff? Or did I not call the right one? Maybe I didn't call the right one to get the message printed. All right, but this is good. I'm getting back the data at the very least. Let's copy it. Or, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Do I not have Slack open? What is this thing called? YT Slack dev testing. Okay. Wednesday, October 4th. So it didn't do the message. Is it supposed to do a message? This is why I need to, I really need to go back and like clean this up. All right, let's see here. Effectively, like stream cord. I don't know what stream cord is, but all right. Just notifications when a user goes live. I did Twitch Easy a month or so ago. Oh, okay. All right, Twitch, the other stream thing. Messing around with the YT and Kick APIs to add them in too. Spent like 2 nights getting the YT OAuth stuff working. Then found out the live streaming API only returns the list of your live streams, not all live streams. Whoa, wait, I don't understand that. What do you mean? It returns the list of your live streams, not all live streams? What do you mean? If you're like, I'm supposed to get a notification. I'm not sure why I don't right now. Unless I might have a good reason. No, I don't have a good reason for it. Send message to Slack. That should have sent something to Slack. Let's go and look at the logs to see if there's anything that didn't happen. Or do I only do this if, oh, yeah, I need to clean up this logic. This is very, very terrible logic. But I want to say that it should have sent this message. Yeah, okay. It would be really cool if things could happen. All right. So technically, which is the best kind, I have solved my original problem. This is done. All right, so that's done. All right. So before I start trying to figure out other things, I'm just going to merge this PR. It's probably a mistake, but I can log in, which was the point of this, and I can now submit a request to the server without logging in by getting one of these tokens. So I'm gonna go ahead and merge this. Let's see, only your live. Oh, okay. So if you only want to see your live streams, when I say your, I mean like the ones that you have done, there is a way that you can do that. Let me show you that. So where's my YouTube requests? So this is what I'm doing here. I'm grabbing the active, and that'll give me like whatever the live stream is that's happening at that moment. So what really becomes important at this point is, when do you call your function? Which is why I needed like an event or this eCam thing, right? It's because I need to know exactly when I should call the thing. Live stream, like gets the list of the live streaming for the OAuth user. Yeah, that's what this does actually. Yeah. So whoever you log, like whenever you set credentials, that's what this is right here. So you're going to grab credentials, and that could be whoever's, Once you get the credentials, you can set them in the client, and because it's a client, like it'll use that whenever you make requests going forward. So you'll see here that before I make any request, I set my auth to this Google OAuth, which is the credentials, and then I'm able to make requests on behalf of whatever user these credentials are. Hopefully that makes sense. What's up, casual economist? How you doing? You want the opposite? I want the full live stream list, every person live streaming. Oh, you want every? No, you can't do that. No. You can only do you can do public. You don't need to log in for that, right? If you just want to get all of the live streams, but I think you would still use the list, except you wouldn't get broadcast status active. There's another one. Let's see. No, there's not. Okay, I don't know what it is because there are no types here, so it's all magic strings and magic numbers. But yeah, you would set the status to something else, and it will give you all of them. Not all of them, but like a list of them. And I don't think that you can get like an infinite list. That's just not gonna happen. But I think you get a list that you can page through if necessary. So yeah, you may want to try that. All right, let me merge this and cause additional regret in the future, probably. All right, let's see. Do I have any? Nope, we're good. Let's check out main. Okay, so now we should be running with the same thing that's on main. Okay. Oh wait, is production deploying? Okay. Wait. Why isn't... I don't see my thing building. Is it because I clicked on the wrong one? No. What the hell? Maybe this is it. Yeah, okay, all right, cool. I'm like, man, like it should deploy at some point. Okay, so when this deploys, I'm going to try this again. I'm also going to go ahead and log into the database really quickly. So we'll go to the Slack bot. And the table that I care about is the YouTube videos. And do we have the latest one? TIL, I was hitting the wrong version of my bot. Now here's my question. Why is this not in sort order? I'm ordering by ID. Why the hell would I want to order by ID? Created that. That's when I want it. Okay, so the reason why I need this is in order to test this, I'm going to have to delete this record. Otherwise, it's going to find it in the database and be like, oh, we already have it, and it's not going to do anything. So yeah, if I want to like run this over and over and over again to see what's going on, I am going to have to delete this. But as you can see, these aren't all of my streams. These are all of the streams that I've done where I developed this thing and then manually did the thing. Hopefully after this stream, it'll always be up to date, because the only thing that was blocking me was the ability to be able to, kick off this request and then have it do the thing. And it's not like a dumb request, right? Like obviously I could have did that a while ago. This is I don't know what user credentials to get until this request is made. So I need to know who is making the request. So, and here's why, like I have these two profiles. This is how I'm testing, because I have 3 YouTube accounts. So it's like I put in 2, and if I'm able to make a request and cause something to happen for one account, and then make another request using another integration key, and then have something happen for another account, I can verify that this is working the way that I expect. Anyway, we got a few new messages. Yeah, I want the opposite. Okay, I saw that. Yeah, the search response only returns 100 results max, which is funny, 50 per page, but only 2 pages. Yeah, you just page when you get to page 2, when you load on page 2, you'll get the next 2 pages, and you'll keep that in memory, right? Or maybe you could do it when the person scrolls down past a certain point on the page, and you proactively load the next set of results if you know you need it. Each search costs like 100 quota, and you only get 10k quota a day, so fairly sure what I'm trying to do. Well, it probably can be done, just not for free. And I think that's important to understand, right? Where you're using compute resources, which are not free. They cost money to someone. So a lot of times when you're trying to do a lot, because that's technically a lot, 10,000 requests a day, that's a lot. Like to be able to get that for free, I think that's pretty meaningful, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Try to reach out to a Google rep. Especially like if you're big enough or at a large enough organization to have a Google rep, use them. Like, don't be out here trying to do anything alone. Hell, you might be able to reach out to them and they just give you the thing that you need to do it, and you'd be like, oh, that was easy, that was dope. What are you building? Are you building something in the content space, or like for stream? Like, what are you doing? I can give you a little bit of what I'm doing if you're unfamiliar. I do these live streams, and I hate doing things that are tedious. Like if I had to manually do stuff, it's tedious, and I will forget. I'll make a lot of mistakes, and ultimately I just will stop doing it. So in order to make all of the work around live streaming tenable, is this. I'm building this thing to automate a lot of it. Right, so creating my video descriptions, making sure I put the links to the music credits and all that crap. Eventually show notes, so like somebody can go and be like, they can click, and this is for me too, so in the future I can create clips easier. Created my transcripts, which, and I can upload those transcripts go into creating the YouTube video what do you call that thing, description. And I'm using a mix of Llama, Whisper, CPP, the open source version of Whisper, and OpenAI's not ChatGPT, whatever their prompt thing is, some of that, and Slack, because I want to be able to control all of this from within Slack. And when I say control, I mean stuff like, oh, you started your YouTube stream. Here are your links to your stream managers for Twitch, for Twitter, for LinkedIn, for YouTube. And, after the thing has done, what I can have it ask is say, all right, well, here's a description I've came up with, and it allows me to either approve it or make changes and then have that posted. It goes off and creates my tweets, my threads post, my LinkedIn post, to amplify that particular video. All of that, right? That's the goal. There's also a part like integrated into my workflow of creating these notes, so that my notes as well as my task will also get folded into the video description, because I do use these as a log for myself, right? Like it's literally for this particular, I don't work on this outside of here. So how I know what happened is I have my notes, I have GitHub, I have these streams, and the video descriptions. So in reality, it's really just me journaling my stuff, kind of. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Been following you, and I can. Lots of automating the hard work. Yeah, man. Bro, all this is time consuming. It's so tedious. And yeah, but I think that's the value of it, right? Where it's so tedious. You do it all the time, but I guess because it's low effort to do it, or it's low friction to do it, you don't think about it. But if you add it up over time, it becomes stupid. And with these streams, because I've been doing it for a little bit, I think I'm almost at a year now of fairly consistent streaming. And yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of effort. I'm trying to build a better notifications for Twitch, YouTube, Kick. as a mobile app because Twitch. You should use, if you've ever thought about it, or maybe not. You should use OneSignal. We do push notifications, in-app messaging, email, and text messages. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's how you found me. I don't know. I work for a company that does customer engagement stuff. So yeah, our integrations are fairly easy if you're building a native application. They're easy-ish for cross-platform applications as well. And it makes a lot of these things easy, right? In fact, I was planning to use OneSignal in this. So all of the things that I was describing were just the YouTube bot functionality, but there's other things that I would like to do. For instance, I have a link tree right now. I used to pay for it. I don't know if I want to continue to pay for it just for some links. I will eventually have a way where you can just go to my own, like I'll have my own version of Linktree. For me, it won't be an account thing, but eventually I'll have a way where folks can like follow me and they can decide what type of content they want to hear about from me, whether it be getting notifications about my live streams when I actually start doing videos, notifications when I post a video, whenever I drop a new blog post, it'll, you may get a notification. Basically, you can figure out, you can decide, do I want tweets, like, like short blurbs? Do I want long form content? Do I want videos? Do I want streams? Do I just want to know anything that he does? So yeah, there's that. Streamers are swapping between different platforms. I want to be able to follow a creator and get yeah. So that's actually really useful. Actually, I've been looking at other platforms to stream to. Actually, I'm gonna stop saying actually. I just realized I said that like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, Kick. I tried to stream to, failed. Rumble, I tried to stream to, failed. Kick told me I had to pay. Rumble just didn't let me do it. I tried to figure out Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I tried to figure out how to do stuff and I was just like, this is too much, and I gave up. So I don't stream to Facebook. YouTube, LinkedIn. Well, I used to stream to LinkedIn. LinkedIn no longer because they don't support 1440p. And the tool that I use, it's lowest common denominator. So if I stream to LinkedIn, then you'll be watching this stream in 1440p, not 1080p, which I think it sucks. And I'm not going to ruin the experience for most people who I care about, for the few people who would watch this on LinkedIn, right? I got a little MVP, which works for Twitch. Now I'm experimenting with other platforms. Just integrated directly with Firebase. I know it quite well. Haven't tried OneSignal yet. First followed you when you were doing iOS and the live activity. Okay. Does Firebase support iOS? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm asking legitimately. Practically what I'm trying to build: Linktree, Patreon notifications. Have you heard about what's going on with Patreon? I heard that they're losing money. Hold on, let's see. When I say heard, I mean I read. Let's see, Patreon losses. Let's make this a little bit larger. Oh, they do integrate. Okay, all right, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, here we are. The valuation dropped 70%. 70%. Like, wow. So yeah, if they were valued at 4 billion, well, I'm not the brightest tool. Like, half of that is 2 billion. Yeah, so they lost over two. They probably lost like $3 billion in a year. Isn't that insane? All right, let's see. My whole app idea is based on, I hate notifications too. I want to only get notifications I opt into, making the app to whitelist the people I want to connect. You could do that as a website. Just saying. Unless, well, maybe you're more of an app person, like an app developer person, but you could just do that on a website. Otherwise, maybe you, I don't know. How are you building this? Is this native? Like, are we building two separate native applications? When you say app dev, what do you mean? Like app used to be synonymous with mobile, but at some point everything became an app. So I have to ask now. Okay, all right, okay. I don't know if you remember that. Like everything was applications, and then Steve Jobs famously came up with app, and then like that was for mobile stuff. But then I noticed that all of like the desktop applications, they started becoming known as apps. Web applications started becoming known as apps. And at a certain point, I just got to a point where I don't know what's an app, what's an app. I think they're all the same, but I had to ask now because no one's very clear on what platform they're using. Yeah, live activities. Well, I know a little bit about live activities because of reasons. I think that there is a new. Gosh, there was something new that they added to their API. Let me see if I can find it. Live activity. Dev docs. This isn't it. This isn't it either. I think it was here, the alert configuration. I'm not sure, like this could have been, oh no, it says it's 16.1. Yeah, I'm not sure when this was added, but now you can, well, maybe this was always the case, the alert sound. Maybe it's one signal that doesn't support it yet, or we didn't support it at the time, but now we do. So maybe this was always the thing where you can configure how, like actually configure the alert. And here the sound is most likely the thing that you care about. But yeah, I think our latest version of the SDK now supports that. Because when we shipped, we didn't ship it with that. We shipped with the minimal required things for our customers who wanted to use it at that time. In fact, you may have used some of the apps that use it. If you ever heard of Flighty, they use it. I think United or NFL, or that's our football, like American football, and NBA, our basketball, they use it as well. All right, let's go back and do a little bit of testing. I should be able to test this now. But before I do that, I need to go to Vercel. Let's confirm that this is in fact, yeah, cool. We have the production deployment 2 days ago, or 14 hours ago. Okay, so now that I know that this is on production, I gotta grab the production app and we'll go to shortcuts, and I'm going to throw this new URL there. All right, so this is the production application. Now, if I run this, it should say that this stream is already there. Yep, already stored in the database. So let's unstore it in the database. All right, let's run that again. And this time it should give me back a thing. Okay, it does. Now my question is, why is it not writing to Slack? When did this stop working? All right, that's what's going on. Is I need to figure out why is this not working. All right, wait. Now, do I understand? Wait a minute. Do I have? How is this working? All right, I have a try catch. Okay. And then if this await here fails, it should get caught here. And I should, yeah, it will throw back the error message. So the fact that this didn't, yeah, this isn't failing. This right, or I don't know, maybe it doesn't seem to be failing at the moment. All right, let's see if I can emulate the same behavior locally. Now this won't work, this token, so I had to generate a new one. Ooh, I don't know why I stopped the server. All right, so let's go to localhost. Log in. All right, and create a new integration key. Fuck. Okay, I need to do something about this at some point. Okay, so got the new integration key. All right, and I'm gonna stop the server again, and this time I want to run it in a debug terminal. All right, cool. So the reason why I did that is that I would like to throw a breakpoint here, because I suspect that an error is happening. Yeah, and this could be my fault, really. I may have to go back and update the Slack stuff because I may have changed it at some point in time. I don't remember. I need to write that stuff down to the Slack just in case other folks need to help develop this. All right, cool. I have my breakpoints. Let's do this here. I may have to delete the record again. Yeah, I had to delete the record again. So let's get that record. Go ahead and delete it, and let's rerun that request. All right, perfect. So now we get to here. Okay. Oh, okay, that works. That works locally. Is this even the right link though? No, it's not the right link. No, it's not. All right, let me figure out why this is wrong first. Come to here. Okay, it needs to have watch. Yeah, that's the issue right there. You see here that this has watch. Let's do that. Let's put watch there. /watch v equal. Okay, all right, there we are. Go ahead and save that. So my suspicion is that I need to go and update my Slack credentials in Vercel, and I kind of want to make something where I'll at least be told this in the future. But for now, let's delete that record that I just re-added to the database. Or did I delete it? Oh, I deleted it. Oh, perfect. I already did it. Cool. So when I run this again, oh, well, let me finish. I didn't let the request finish. Okay, now there we go. So let me delete the record. And let's rerun this again. Where is shortcuts? There we are. All right. Cool, so that works. And we get the video. Man, I fixed this and I must have unfixed it at some point because these two are broken, but it was working here and here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the message is working now. Let's go to desktop and we'll do another commit. All right, so this branch is going to be, I don't know, messaging, I don't know, Slack messages. Don't lie. Bring these over. Go ahead and publish that. Okay, so that, I think this is fine for now. I'm gonna go and look to see what the status of my, whatever this thing is, my environment variable is for Slack. So the Slack bot OAuth, where it's like updated 33 days ago, perhaps I've updated that or changed that at some point in the past 33 days, maybe. So I am going to figure out how to get to the Slack developer stuff, or Slack API rather. Do Slack bot, and this says the OAuth token. So I got to find an OAuth token. Let's just look for that OAuth. So I guess it's going to be part of this right here, I guess. You copy out the whole thing. OAuth tokens for your workspace. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, yeah, that was definitely it. I've definitely updated it at some point. So let me go ahead and save that. Bring it back over. All right, so after I've done that, I need to redeploy so that these new environment variables can be read in. And to do that, I should be able to go to just to deployments here. And I want to redeploy main, this one. I'm going to use the existing build cache because I only want to reload the environment variables. So there's no need to do all that other work. All right, let me bring this back over. switch to my other screen for right now. Okay, I now have a new URL. So let's go to that URL. And I'm also going, I'm also going to go to shortcuts and go on ahead and update this part of the URL, this right here. So I want to make sure that this is set when I generate that new key. Remember, the key that I have won't work because it verifies that it verifies who created the key or the token. So if I try to use the token that was created, wait, oh my gosh, what the hell? Wait, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if I try to use the key that I have currently, the one that I created on Chronos, this machine, it won't work here. So this whole integration key, just got to recreate it and get a new token, this one. And I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go ahead and just run this. Like, I don't need it to work. I just needed it to tell me the thing is already in the database, and it won't tell me that if it can't verify who I am, because it can't load the thing, right? So if this, wait, redirecting, shit, it shouldn't be redirecting me. Fuck. Okay, this is my bad. This is bad. I forgot the HTTPS. Let's try that again. Hopefully that request will just go away. There we are. Look at that. Broadcast already stored in database. Perfect. This is now officially working the way that I expect it to work. So I'm good. I need to spend a lot of time cleaning up the code, and I also need to spend some time actually building out a little bit of UI. I was initially thinking that I could get away with not building any UI, but it's false. I'm gonna have to build some UI here, and I'm also gonna have to build some UI in Slack, but the Slack part is a little bit easier because they have these components that I use. And I don't really have to worry as much about layout, but I don't really have to worry about that here either. The only things that I need to focus on the site is connecting accounts. And what do I mean by connecting accounts? Well, if we go to this table here, and I'm gonna change, you know what, let me add this to my to-do list. So I want to move auth or credentials, we'll call auth credentials to profile table under meta JSON. I don't know, auth JSON column. I don't know, maybe it won't be called auth, but like under a JSON column, probably the one that I already have. Additional info, yeah, I can change that. Yeah, all right, cool. So the reason why I want to put my auth here is, first of all, I want to get rid of this. I want to also have the ability to, well, I mean, I can still do that with this. I want to have the ability to have more than one YouTube account that I can have associated with my YouTube Slackbot account. And technically I could do that now, but I don't like having to go to this other table when I can just go to the profile and get it here. It makes my life a little bit easier. I had to put this profile ID right here. That's why it's here. I had to figure out a way to relate the two, because when I realized that there is no way to relate the profile or the channel with the videos, which is stupid in my opinion. So yeah, I want to store that here as JSON. In addition to that, you need to be able to connect your Slack account. So your Slack stuff will be stored in here as well. And I need to have the ability, add functionality so that you can actually do that here in the UI. There's also a GitHub integration that I'm going to end up adding. And again, I need to be able to kick that off somehow. I could, create a link and pop that up in Slack. And in fact, that's probably what I will do. So the person just clicks it from Slack and it goes to the thing, and then it redirects to the app and it does the things. But I still want to be able to show, hey, you have this thing and you can enable it, turn it on, turn it off, right? And I'm sure there's other things that I'm going to have to do that I'm not thinking about right now. But, oh, yeah, Twitch. Yeah, I got to do the thing for Twitch. There's all this other crap that I have to do. So much stuff. How long have I been streaming? An hour. Okay, I've been streaming an hour. I've got something done. So I'm not upset. All right, I have my don't lie. Let's go ahead and create. All right, I wanted to get that change in so that I'm not blindsided and this runs next time. I'm gonna go ahead and update my shortcut to be what it should be, which is gonna be 300 seconds. All right, and I'm gonna just save that and make sure that I'm running that on when the broadcast starts. You don't see the settings, this preference that I have open for Ecamm, but I am searching for the new thing that I just updated just to make sure that it's there. So in the future, when I do this stream again, I should get a message within 5 minutes of my stream. So yeah, that's nice. You click it, it'll take you to the thing. Yep, look at that. Perfect. So that's just the watch. I also want to get the stream manager. So let's figure out how to do that. Let me add this to my list of things to do. All right. The other thing that needs to happen at some point, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do it today, is a integration with Twitch, because I need to do the same thing. I need to be able to get the URL of the Twitch video as well as the stream manager. And I also need to do the same thing with Twitter. Ah, shit. You know what? It's probably a good idea at this point to maybe do something. Let's try this out. Sure, I guess. Wait, where's the update? I thought it wanted me to update. Interesting. Okay. So I want to figure out who are all of my integration points. All right, so for one, oh my gosh, this is gonna annoy me. We have YouTube. I just like go away. Okay, we have YouTube. Oh my gosh, Slack, obviously. Who else? What else? Twitch. We have Twitter. I thought I already said GitHub. Maybe I didn't. Got GitHub. What else do I have to integrate with? Oh, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, not so much for video assets, but for cross-posting, amplifying. Instagram, Facebook. I'm gonna put Facebook, Instagram, all these over here as a maybe. All right, so I have my for sure's, like these two are already done. LinkedIn, or I'm sorry, Twitch should probably happen soon. Yeah, Twitch should happen very soon. It's probably happen along with GitHub at some point. Maybe Twitch is more important. So Twitch, GitHub, Twitter, LinkedIn. I think that these are going to be all of the places or the main integration points that I have for now that I can think of. All right, so on these, let's see what we can get here, what I expect to get from these things. So this should be a list of my streams and videos, the input. So we'll say streams, videos. When I say input, I mean well, you know what? I'm just gonna not do that. I don't want to explain it. All right. And then for Slack, this is where I want to be able to get information. Streams. I want to be able to confirm a post to Twitter and LinkedIn. Confirm updates to video description. Okay, also want to confirm updates to YT metadata. And that includes things like the playlists, the tags, etc. And I guess, well, I don't guess, etc. also includes the subtitles, all of that kind of stuff. So Slack, I kind of want this to be my control center. Or command central, how about that? Command central. Right. And ideally, I would also be able to like add account from here, like watch account, something like that. See here. Just looking through the YouTube docs again. New ideas, how to get the integration going. Progress. Yes, yeah, it's a challenge. Like real talk. I don't really know what to say other than yeah, push through. The alternative is to not do the thing that you want to do, and I don't see that as a realistic alternative. Trying to think what else I had in mind for the Slack thing. Like I wanted to have to be able to confirm and edit. Cause I want to be able to edit here as well. Edit. Same here. I want to be able to edit. Yeah, same here. I want to also be able to edit. Don't worry about how this is. This is organized for me. You're gonna get to learn that I'm like, I do weird things. I feel bad, but I could wait. But I could maybe just web scrape. I hate that as a solution. Yeah, you could web scrape. I mean, yeah. Although no. Read the terms of service. I know it's the thing that a lot of engineers, you know, for some reason you ignore them, but you read the terms of service. You may find out that that is against the terms of service of a lot of sites. Okay, so here, the only thing I'm going to get are streams. It would be cool if I could kick off like interactive things. Let's see. Can I kick off interaction? I don't know. Audience engagement. Like surveys. Wait, why is there an R there? All right, yeah. So this is a maybe over here. I'll put that there. So the only thing I'm gonna get from Twitch is streams. The thing that I'm getting from GitHub is, well, for one is, I don't know, records, repo of devlog notes. Notes used to feed into excuse me. I wonder, is it worth having? You know what? Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then I'll say a log of all public posts. Yes, okay. Now Twitter, this is just amplifying. Oh, actually no, I get videos on Twitter. I don't know if I care right now. So for now, I'm just going to say Twitter is only going to be a place where I post, I don't know, amplifier. Is it fire or fire? That. Same thing here, amplifier. Oh, and probably end video descriptions. The thing that I'm working on now that I realized that I was gonna need, like, I started working on it because it was the easiest way. Now that I look back, I probably should have just started from the Slack side, but I needed a way to start interacting with the functionality that I had already implemented. So I started building this right here so that I can easily interact with things, like click a button. But now I think I'm getting to a point where I may want to get the Slack interface working. So let's talk about all the different interfaces. I guess we're gonna have a web interface. There's the Slack interface, and this is Slack slash commands. I'm gonna call this an SLI. SCI, and then we're gonna have a. Are those the only two? Yeah, maybe those are the only two. All right, never mind. Yeah, it's just the web and this. Gotta head, man. It's 4:30. My gosh, yeah, go to bed, man. Thank you for joining, and good luck. You know, with the thing that you're building. Hopefully, you get past that. But yeah, man, I will. Yeah, it's only 1 hour and 20 minutes. All right. I think this is a decent amount of stuff to do. Let me make sure I don't have any staged commits. I don't. Pull out master, fetch, pull, and yeah. All right, cool. So Twitch. Confirm post. Get info on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter streams. All right, I'm gonna close this. And I've verified that this is working, so I'm good here. I'm confirming that I can actually move on to other things. Okay, all right, yeah, I can. So, I can either start cleaning this up. Get a chat post read. All right, let's inspect this. Let's just do some inspecting. What is this? Channel errors. Message needed. Okay. So I may want to do some stuff with the errors. I didn't realize that this had information on it. So that's one thing that I can do. One thing that's more important, more impactful, is cleaning this up, this mess. I'm mixing things here. Like this is returning HTTP, but over here, this is dealing with pulling stuff out of things. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that here. The only thing I should be doing is returning the user or not. I don't know if I want to make these refactors now. I'm making sure that everything that I'm accessing is passed into this function. So long as it's passed into this function, I can move it somewhere else. And it seems like it is. Yo, what's up, Eddie? How you doing? Did you see the message in the Slack dev? Eventually, when I get this thing working, you'll be able to add it to whatever channel, and it'll. Right now it's hard coded, but it'll post in the channel that you added to, but it'll only post the things that you subscribed to in that channel. I hope that makes sense. So let's say, for instance, you're in random and we say watch all 5 of these channels. It can do that, I think. I don't know, I'm just talking right now. Maybe it won't do that. Right now I'm deciding if I am going to refactor this. And if I do, I had to name it. I had to give it a name. Oh, and I would have to pass in Supabase. Oh, what? Oh no, I wouldn't have to pass. Supabase is already here. Perfect. We're gonna create a function. We'll call it on something on tokens received, tokens updated. We'll dump that in there. But this login, that's okay. So I'm gonna have to pass in the login, the user ID. This is TypeScript, okay. That'll be a string. Here, I can just call the function and pass in the user ID. right, I do want to change this because these, yeah, I'm going to change this a little bit. So, all right, I think that's a slight change just to clean this up a little bit. These next things, these requests, these would be better off named. I don't even know what this is doing, to be honest. Get the profile. Okay, so this is get profile. See, this is why I want to have this all in one place. So first of all, this is going to be called like get profile ID or something like that. Get profile auth tokens. I'm going to pass in a user ID here. right, I think that's a little bit better, maybe. Hopefully, who knows? All right, I'm gonna move this down to here. If this still works. Oops. I think I have a button somewhere that, yeah, this loads video. I should probably do this too. The web interface is not that important to me, but I do have this in here just to exercise certain things, just to make sure it's working. Yeah, cool, it is. So this function here also causes the message to be written if there's something to write. So by running that, I just tested this to make sure that it still works, and it does, so we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and commit this one refactor. Make a new branch and we'll call it refinements. All right, I think I'm gonna do the thing where I quit while I'm ahead, and get ready to wind down. Let me go to where are my notes at? Here they are. Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. I just don't want to do this right now. I know what the changes entail, so I will talk through them right quick. Maybe that's helpful to someone. All right, if we go to the structure here, we'll see that this table already has a columnist JSON, which makes this easier. There are a few functions that you can call to create a jQuery, not a jQuery, a JSON-like object. I can show some from another database that I built and was working on. Wait, how do I do that? New workspace. Some Chronos. PLD tests. One SQL. Here we are. All right, cool. Yeah, here. So you can do things. Well, this is an aggregate function, but there are other functions that allow you to emit JSON. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to insert JSON. So when I come to YouTube auth here, wait, maybe this isn't the right one. It's complete YouTube auth most likely. Yeah, so instead of going here and looking for this table, what I'll instead do is go to profiles, and I'm not going to do an insert. I'm going to do an update, and I'm going to update a specific column. It's going to be that whatever this JSON D column is. I don't know what it's called, but it's going to be that. And then I will serialize the object to include the details that I was kind of alluding to in the future, right? All these integrations. So my auth property, I guess, whatever we're going to call it, is going to include a place to put YouTube and Twitch and GitHub and Slack and all those things. Maybe YouTube will be an array because I want to be able to have more than one YouTube. Maybe Twitch could be the same thing. But other things can only be one, like maybe only one Twitter account, maybe two. I don't know. I have two, so maybe two. Only one LinkedIn account, that kind of thing. So maybe, you know what? I can define the schema for that right now. So let's do that. Well, we're gonna have auth. I'm calling it auth right now. I'm not married to this name at the moment. We'll have YouTube, which will be an array of Google credentials. Or maybe this shouldn't be YouTube. Maybe this should just be Google. I don't know. I'm gonna call them YouTube credentials. YouTube creds. So it's gonna be an array of YouTube credentials. We're gonna have Slack, which should only be one credential. So we'll have a Slack thread or Slack cred. We'll have Twitch, which should be a collection of Twitch creds, maybe. Only one GitHub account. And man, we're only gonna support, you know what? No, we're gonna support more than one Twitter account. I don't know at what point I decided that I wasn't like that. I just decided to not follow what I was doing. All right, so we have Twitter. That's going to be a Twitter cred of, an array of those. And this would just be, you would just post to all of them, I guess. Who knows? This is going to be a linked in. You know what? No, we're only going to do one. Make my life a little bit easier. Thinking, should I even try to do the multiple? Yeah, I'm not going to try to do multiple anything. I'm going to make my life easy. So I'm deciding right now that I'm only going to do one account of everything. So it's going to make my life a lot easier. So my schema for this thing here, if I can find it, it's going to look like here. It's going to look like this. So the YouTube or Google, whatever I'm going to call that, is going to look like this. The GitHub one is going to look like whatever GitHub needs to look like. Twitter, Twitch, all of them. They all have their own information. So they'll all look slightly different, but it'll all be serialized with the profile. So this table, Google API tokens, will go away. It'll cease to exist. I don't want to see it ever again. And I will no longer need to, well, I still need to keep track of the user in relation to these videos, but that's a lot easier to do, right? Instead of doing a 3-point relation here. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I will do it soon enough. So yeah, if there's anyone here and you got questions or thoughts or whatever, now's the time. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it. Happy to sit here and chill and chat for another 15 minutes if someone wants to. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go off and enjoy the rest of my weekend. I have a few things I gotta get done today, and I had to go somewhere today, so that's, yeah. Anyway, I'm out. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, subscribing, following, all the things. And if you have questions, you can always drop a comment in the comment section below. These videos are on VOD, so if you can't make the stream, just watch the VOD. That helps too. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.